So, as far as the matches today are concerned, we've got men's doubles coming up next with the defending champions against the world champions. Then we've got men's singles and Victor Axelsen, 3 Super Series tournament finals this year, up against Shrikant Kidambi, who reached the semi-final last year. Then what a women's doubles. We've got the Asian Games gold medalists against the Olympic gold medalists. Then we've got the defending champion Chen Long in the men's singles against Tu Yun. And what a final match. The current world number 1, Carolina Marin, against the former world number 1, Saina Nehwal. So plenty to look forward to for the rest of today's play on day 2 of competition. So there we can see the players waiting to come onto court for the second of our matches. They're Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung. So, if you want to keep up to date with all that's happening here at the Dubai World Super Series Finals, that's how you do it.
This is the Dubai World Super Series Finals. Please welcome the players onto court number 1 in the men's doubles. First up, the number 1 seeds from Korea, Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung.
So the defending champions, the number 1 seeds, Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung.
And please welcome their opponents onto court 1 in the men's doubles from Indonesia, Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan.
The reigning world champions, Mohammad, Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan. What a dream matchup, the world number 1s against the world champions. Winners of the Super Series finals 2 years ago, this Indonesian pair, when the event was staged in Kuala Lumpur. Former world number 1s against the current world number 1s. Both these pairs played yesterday and they both won.
Black and a green, Indonesia. Green. It's black.
Henrik Boas, our umpire, doing the toss of the coin.
Receive. Ahsan, which side? This side, thank you.
So this Group A encounter. The defending champions Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung, the number 1 seeds, against the world champions Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan. Well, what a year the Koreans have had. Lee Yong-dae, 27 years of age, Yu Young-sung, 29. They have won 6 Super Series titles over the last 8 Super Series tournaments. First men's doubles pair to win 6 Super Series titles in a calendar year, and first men's doubles pair to win 4 consecutive Super Series titles in a calendar year. Of the 12 normal Super Series, that of course means excluding these Super Series finals. It is incredible what they have achieved. Number 1 in the world, of course, and their win-loss record for the year. Well, in fact, they've been in 8 finals from 15 tournaments, because they've also won the Asian Championships as well. 7 Super Series finals, winning 6 of them. Well, if you were with us yesterday, you will have thoroughly enjoyed their match yesterday against Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nang. They dropped the first game, but my goodness, weren't they strong in the second and the third. So to their opponents, Mohammad Ahsan, 28-year-old from Palembang in South Sumatra. Hendra Setiawan, 31, from the ancient city of Malang in East Java. They are currently number 2 in the world ranking. They have been number 1. They spent 38 consecutive weeks from November 2013 as world number 1s. And as I was saying, they were champions of the Super Series finals 2 years ago. Their win-loss record for the year translates into 3 finals from 15 tournaments. They won the Malaysian Premier Super Series and, of course, regained their world title. They lost in the final of the Asian Championships. So as far as Super Series is concerned, 1 title, 4 semi-finals, a couple of quarter-finals as well. Well, yesterday against the Japanese pair, the number 3 seeds, 2 straight games, Endo and Hawakawa, 38 minutes. Well, this will be the 11th meeting between these 2 pairs, and of the previous 10, the number 1 seeds Lee Yong-dae and Yong have won 6 of them. But the last time they met was in the semi-final of the World Championships in Jakarta earlier this year. And obviously with Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan taking the gold medal, they won on that occasion. And it was 2 straight games, as you can see. So Henrik Boas from Denmark, Zheng Sangliang from China, our service judge. Well, this is one of the real joys of the round-robin competition in these Super Series finals. You get these matchups, world number 1s against former world number 1s, defending champions against current world champions. And this is just to decide who goes through to the semi-final stage. Yeon, there he is, making his 4th appearance at the Super Series finals. 2nd appearance with his partner of today, Lee Yong-dae. So the world number 1 pair against the world number 2 pair. You really don't get much better than this. What a match. What a prospect.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, Lee Yong-dae, Yeon, Korea. And on my left, Mohammad Ahsan, Hendra Setiawan, Indonesia. Lee Yong-dae to serve. Mohammad Ahsan, love all, play.
So the defending champions, the number 1 seeds Lee Yong-dae and Yeon. There's to us against the world number 2s and world champions from Indonesia. Well, this is the 2nd consecutive year that this Korean pair have finished the Super Series standings as number 1. So typical of men's doubles, at the start of a match especially. Very few rallies. 3 shots, I think, the longest so far. But Steen, it is just incredible what the Koreans have done over the last 8 tournaments. 6 titles over the last 8 tournaments. Super Series. It's remarkable.
Absolutely fantastic. And we've seen also Lee Yong-dae, of course, being dominant with his former partner Jung Jae-sung, but actually also with Ko Sung-hyun when he played with him. Won quite a number of tournaments as well.
Yeah, well, became world number 1s. He's been world number 1 with 3 different partners.
And the interesting thing is to see whether they actually can succeed in transforming this to a major title. I really thought that they would win in Denmark in 2014, where they lost to compatriots Ko Sung-hyun and Shin Baek-chol. We knew it was difficult conditions in Indonesia. A lot of drift in the stadium, a lot of unpredictable drift. Not exactly favoring the Koreans, who often tend to play a little bit more of a patient playing style, not afraid to go into the defense, not emphasizing the service situation as much as the Indonesians.
This is quite clearly the longest rally of the match so
Yeah.
far. But when you say that they're not afraid to go into the defensive play, and we've talked many times about how good their defence is, but they're not a defensive pair as such, are they?
No.
They like to attack, and they like to get this man forward, Lee Yong-dae, forward to the net as much as they possibly can.
Definitely. They just have it as an underlying sort of a baseline for their game that they can play really, really good defense, and that means that they don't have to go as much for the opportunities and chances as other pairings are doing. Whereas we've seen, as we discussed yesterday, that Ahsan and Setiawan, they're often going for the shots where they have a 55% chance of winning on it and 45% chance of losing. The Koreans, they don't do that because they have a more solid defense.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
What a smash from Lee Yong-dae.
And
Well, he hasn't
actually
got
also
the-
this smash here, you can see Ahsan knows that it's not a good lift and he's forced to take a big chance in the next shot here. So they're relying, the Indonesians are relying a lot on their skills in the service situation and attack and flat game.
My goodness, there was a Danish swipe backhand there from Lee Yong-dae.
7-5.
Big swing on the backhand, look at that.
Great from Ahsan. See again the chances that Hendra Setiawan takes here. Playing a creative shot from well below the net court.
That one.
Yeah, you rarely see the Koreans try a shot like that because it's too risky.
So what would they do from that? Probably
would
lift.
They would lift.
Three times world champion Hendra Setiawan. First won it in 2007 with Marcus Kido. Oh, that's nice, that's covered. Apologies for the net cord.
8-7. Korean change. Out. Service over. 8-all.
Oh yes, well taken.
Good follow-up by
The Indonesian fans are in.
Ahsan.
8. Service over.
That's a good return of serve, isn't it?
9-all.
Making it so awkward for Mohammad Ahsan.
it's a game of centimeters, the service return game, because if you place it 5 centimeters too much to one side, then you're in trouble and will probably get punished. But if it's correct, you will catch the
10-9.
server off guard, making him choose between forehand, backhand return, losing valuable split seconds. And that's one of the skills that he's improved, Lee Yong-dae. A couple of years ago, I thought he was a little bit unsecure in his services, but they've definitely fixed that in the Korean team.
Oh yes, that's why they want to get him forward as much as possible. Lee Yong-dae at the front of the court is lethal. So just 1 point in it at the mid-game interval. And just 9 minutes of play, my goodness me. This is all double quick time, isn't it?
Seeing Kang Kyun-jin, the Korean coach here, that there's 3 courts here in the Hamden Arena, and there's Koreans playing on all 3 courts, and the last 2 Korean pairings and players, they're playing without coaches right now, because Kang is the only one sent for this tournament by the Korean Association.
11-10. Play.
Lucky for Lee and Yo, it's their regular men's doubles coach.
Very, very good combination play. There was a defensive shot there from Yeon where he blocked and moved forward, and I think they're getting far more really sort of comfortable in their wrong formation.
Yeah.
I don't mean wrong formation, their favoured formation.
And we talked about Lee Yong-dae bettering his serve, and for the other players, it's a good thing that he still lacks a little bit in smash strength, because otherwise he would be out of this world.
Yeah.
I've looked a little bit on the group standings and trying to figure out who needs a win most in this match. And in my opinion, I think the Indonesians, Ahsan and Setiawan, they need a win most in order to progress from the group stage. Of course, we don't know what's happening in the remaining matches in this group, but they still have to play Fu Haifeng and Jiangnan, and they're down 2-5 in head-to-head against the Chinese pairing. Whilst Lee and Yo, they're 5-1 up against Endo and Hayakawa. So in my opinion, a little bit more at stake for the Indonesians.
I did wonder in the mid-game interval there whether the Indonesian coach was saying something about steep smashes, and I thought there was an excellent steep smash from the back of the court there from Mohammad Ahsan.
And that would be a really, really good idea, because there's not a whole lot of good solutions to steep smashes.
Yeah. That got pretty good power on it as well, but once again it was angle, wasn't it, that was important. And we were talking yesterday about the Koreans have this tendency to be a little bit deep in their defensive stance. Look where Lee Yong-dae's feet are. It's almost on that double service line. It's no wonder he can't reach the steep smash. It all service fault called.
6 over. 15.
Struck above the waist. So there's Cheng San Liang. There she is.
Yeah, look how his left arm goes up.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, there's another steep smash.
13, 15.
Yeah, and again, look where Lee Yong Dae is standing.
Good run from Ahsan and Setiawan here.
Yeah. 4 of the last 5 points.
Yeah. Closing the gap. So Lee and Yeon, in order to sort of prevent the Indonesians from utilizing these steep smashes, they need to be quicker on the front court. So they're not forced to lift high, they can lift flat instead. Good drop shot.
That's lovely, lovely change of pace. So I was going for the angle. Once again, steepness of shot.
16, 14.
Well wide of the sideline.
Okay, play on.
He just has that uncanny ability to be in the right place at the right time, Hendra Setiawan. Setiawan and Lee Yong Dae, the 2 best front court players in the world at the moment. I know you also rate Jiang
I
Nan.
rate Jiang Nan really high as well.
Yeah. The 3 of them, the 3 best.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We're just proving our point. He is superb at the net.
15.
Lee Yong Dae.
We have another really strong front court player, but he's not here. That's Liu Xiaolong from China.
Yeah.
I rate him
Left-hander.
really high as well. I don't think his partner has the same qualities as a number of the players present here in Dubai.
Service over. 16, 17.
Yeah, it was a nice shot from Mohammad Ahsan, wasn't it? Flat across court, forcing the backhand from Lee Yong Dae.
Service over. 18, 16.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Koreans didn't want to change the shuttle initially, showed it to the umpire, and the umpire said, no, it's out of shape, change it. Hang on, wait a minute.
He changed his mind.
The judge, the line judge, has changed his mind initially.
Challenge called out.
Ah, well, now it's the Indonesians who are challenging.
yeah.
Because initially the line judge indicated in, then changed his mind. Well, as soon as he indicated in, the Koreans said, well, we'll challenge that. And therefore the umpire thought the Koreans were challenging. Then it was changed.
And at the same time, he changed at the moment the Koreans challenged.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good umpiring.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Hawkeye will tell us. It
He was
was.
right in the first place, the linesman,
Yeah.
but ended up taking the wrong decision.
In. Service over.
Sort of fair that they all keep their challenges there.
Yes, and a good thing that we have Hawkeye here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Service over.
That was a dangerous thing to try anyway with Yong at the net. Setiawan means that the Koreans have 3 game point opportunities. On that smash. The elevation on the jump. Oh my goodness. It's phenomenal. First game point well saved by the Indonesians. Well worked. Very, very well worked by the Indonesians.
19-20.
So 2 game points saved. 1 ball remains. This time, it's 3rd time lucky.
Brilliant 4th shot by Yeon Seong, giving the Koreans the attack. That one.
Yeah. 21-19. And look at the reaction after taking that opening game. They knew that was important. So 21-19 in 21 minutes.
게 아니야. 흘러나가고 여기 좀 잘하니까 조금만 조절해. 스택치랑 스매싱 느낌으로.
Ya, kedua kalau posisi di depan belakang, kalau bola panjangnya itu bukan panjangnya, lurus sama silangnya itu kalau posisi mereka begini, kita kencang-kencang ada kelana, kita lihat satu, ya, misalnya kencangnya ini di silang ada variasi silang sama lurus, ya, oke.
Now, how did you interpret that? Was that he seemed to be saying something about the drive defence, and I wondered whether he was saying don't just keep driving it, try a few blocks turning the shuttle.
Yeah,
of course we couldn't understand it, but
just got a last little message there.
Yeah.
A bit harder for the Koreans to defend accurately on the opposite side of the court due to the drift that we believe is there.
Because their defence may go long.
They may go long, yeah. And I mean, for the Indonesians standing on that side in the first game, that didn't matter because it's not at all in their game plan to lift high to the baseline. They never do that.
Yeah.
They always try to lift flat and turn everything around, or turn the rally around to an attacking opportunity. But the Koreans, they like to have 1 or 2 long, precise lifts.
serve again. Almost seems to be able to impart a bit of spin on the serve by hitting the cork.
He's hitting a little bit on the side of it, I think.
There's another great serve. Yeah, emphasising the point you've just made.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you lift it, it's quite liable to go wrong because of the
Let's see if
drift.
we get it here. Yeah, that was not much.
Yeah, but that's good judgment,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh. And suddenly, an Indonesian started lifting high. So it was part of the game plan, but I don't think it will stay that way for long.
2-1.
No, I'm not sure I particularly understand that.
I mean, from a coach's perspective, that's what we call bluff. You do something once, twice, but you really have no intention of playing that way. It's just to get the opponents to focus on a thing that's never going to happen in the game.
2-all.
That is probably one of the best returns of serve I've ever seen. It's incredible.
Total mishit from Lee Young-dae.
3-2.
Now a miss hit from Mohammad Ahsan.
3-4.
Oh, his racket slipped in his
Yeah,
hand,
I think so.
Yeah,
It looked really strange,
yeah.
the whole movement.
Oh, great interception.
4-3.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's changing that racket. I thought his hand slipped on the grip in that previous rally. He needs a racket with a new grip on it. Oh, just watch this. I'm sure he hits the cork first. Yeah. And yet still manages to get a bit of spin. Somehow.
Serve's over. 4-all.
Oh, I challenged that.
5-4.
Well, the line judge called it out.
Did the line just call it out?
It was clearly in. That's why I said that he should challenge it. Well, the umpire just carried on and ignored the line judge. Well, maybe the umpire overruled. They are allowed to still overrule, even when we've got Hawkeye in operation. Yeah, if I just had it confirmed, it was clearly in, but the line judge, for some reason, called it out. That's time he's got the right decision. That was clearly long.
Oh, that was lucky.
7-5.
Defense from Yo Young-sung just touched the net cord, and I suspect we're going to see a lot of battle for the attack now. Koreans cannot afford to play too patient or passive. It's not that they're playing passive, it's just being a little bit patient. I don't think we can afford it in the long run.
Service over. 6-7.
Oh, that's a great backhand from Mohammad Ahsan.
7-4.
Seems so effortless, that
Yeah, I
shot.
know.
It's so difficult to master.
And keep it straight. The obvious, an easier shot is to play it cross court on that backhand. Just wide.
Service over. 8-7.
Yeah, good call.
Service over.
Well, I can understand the Korean theory of if you're going to lift, you want to keep probably this man, Setiawan, to the back of the court.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm with you in what you were saying earlier about the counter-attack of the Koreans. They're not just wanting to lift, lift, lift. They look to turn their defensive play into attack.
Yeah. You need to try to better your position in the defense.
Yeah.
9-8.
But, well, so far they're doing quite all right. Lee Yong-dae and Yeon. That's well played by Yeon. He's creeping so close to the net, and that's exactly the right strategy.
So the defending champions, 3-point advantage here in the second game, having already taken the first. 31 minutes in a game at 11-8. Yeah, something about the lifts and height of lift or drive. I think here from the Indonesian coach.
And they've seen... I can't really put my finger on it, but they've seemed a little bit disheartened the last 3 or 4 rallies, the Indonesians and so on. But make no mistake of it, that's when they are the most dangerous.
Yeah.
If you think that, hey, we've got them, they can take points very, very quickly off their opponents. Well played by the Koreans. Definitely not a rally to the taste of the Indonesians. Prefer shorter rallies. playing really well, Lee and Yo, right now.
Yeah.
13-8.
And I just thought with the placement of smash from Lee Yong-dae, this one here, you're right, it's not the most powerful at all, is it? But he got his front court player, his partner involved at the net, and that's what you need. Oh, this is 5 straight points.
14-8.
6 straight points from 8 all.
Well, have the longer rallies that we've seen compared to when we normally see Ahsan and Setiawan, have they taken its toll on them so that they're not 100% sharp in the normally so strong service situation?
That's well taken.
9-14.
Oh, between the legs. Yeah, but in the end, to no avail. That was a good smash from Yeon down the line, wasn't it?
Yeah. I know we don't have statistics on it, but I would really love to see a statistic on win-loss rallies in terms of length of rally. How many shots are in the rally? If the rally goes beyond, for instance, 10 shots, what are the winning percentages?
Yeah.
17-9.
Surveys from Yeon Sung. Just touches the net court.
Yeah, the Indonesians, I think, look a little disheartened.
A lot disheartened.
Yeah.
And understandably so, because they're playing extremely well. The men in red here.
Serves over.
There you are, there's the curse of the commentator.
10-18.
But it was a rare error, wasn't it?
Out.
No
Serves
service
over.
short.
19-10.
Only got called a fault earlier. And I wonder if that's just disturbed the rhythm of his serve. Ah, that's brilliant. What a nice way to bring up match point opportunities. What a super backhand. First time of asking, and a clinical performance by the defending champions Lee Yong-dae and Yeon. 21-19, 21-10. And really the way they played from 8-all in that second game, well, you wouldn't believe that their opponents were world champions. They dominated them, every department of the game. That was a fabulous performance by the world number ones against the world champions. So confirmation once again of the score. 21-19, 21-10. Just 37 minutes for that. So, played 2, won 2. They'll be very happy with that, and happy the way they played today. as far as the number 1 seeds and defending champions are concerned, Lee Yong-dae and Yoo-Young-sung played to 1-2. So they, of course, are top of the group. So the other 2 pairs, the 3 and 4, they will be playing off later today. So men's singles will be up next with the young Dane, the number 4 seed Victor Axelsen against Srikanth Gadambi. Then we'll have women's doubles, and that's a great prospect, isn't it? The Asian Games gold medalists against the Olympic Games gold medalists. Then we're back to men's singles, and then we finish with women's singles, the current world number 1 against the former world number 1. Well, Silent A will need